Hello, hello, hello. I'm a happy bunny. I am a happy bunny. Pakistan have just beaten Zimbabwe by 24 runs, and well, we win the series 2-1. Now, some of you might say, why am I so happy? We should have won this 3-0. Yes, I guess, we should have won it 3-0. Yeah, I get it, I get it, I get it. But after what was a pretty disappointing second T20 performance, where really we got comprehensively outplayed in all three facets, bowling, batting, and fielding, Zimbabwe looked very good, and again, they actually look pretty good in this third T20 for large periods of it as well. They are much improved. I've actually been really impressed with them, and I would like to see bigger teams coming over competing with them home and away. But before we get into this review, you know what I'm going to tell you to do. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to make sure you get alerted to all the new videos. Share it with your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, and your parents. Okay, let's get straight into this then. So Pakistan won the toss, elected to bat first, which is pretty interesting considering I think in the last few months when we played T20s, we have elected to bat second. So we've elected to field first. And that's because I think Pakistan have had this newfound attitude of we are actually a lot better at chasing. I guess after what happened in the previous T20, it's maybe changed a little bit. Well, in this match anyway, and we felt more comfortable batting first. Again, the track wasn't amazing to bat on. I would say it was slightly better than the second one, probably more similar to that first T20. And Pakistan, I guess, got off to a pretty good start. I mean, yes, Shajil fell pretty early on, but we were 35 for 1 after 5 overs, going at the sevens, which isn't terrible compared to what the starts we've had anyway in the last previous two games. We were going around 4-5 and over. So this was a nice, refreshing start, I think, to the innings. Shajil Khan, though, could only chip it straight to Muzrabani from John Joy, and he actually picked up the only 3 wickets for Zimbabwe, and he is very, very impressive. I have to say, I've been very impressed with him. His return to international cricket, 6 years out of the game, and once again, was impressed by him. Yes, he was the most expensive, but he has that wicket-taking ability, picking up those 3 wickets. So 4 overs for 37 runs for him, 3 wickets for economy of 9.25. But after that, it was really the Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan show. Yes, Babar Azam wasn't at his full flowing, I guess, brilliance that we have seen and been accustomed to seeing in the past. But what I would just remind people is that yes, it wasn't a super fast innings, but this track is not super easy to bat on. And if you're not used to batting on these tracks, which someone like Babar Azam won't be, he's used to picking gaps. He's not that player who's going to come out and bludgeon the ball like a Shajil Khan. Even Rizwan, to a degree, will slog a little bit. Bob Razum doesn't really do that. He picks gaps. He can play all around the ground, but they're more your conventional shots. So I think we need to be a bit realistic with it and say, look, realistically, we're not going to have these types of pitches in India as well in the T20 World Cup. There aren't many pitches like this around the world. The fact that he got another 50, 52, or 46 is very impressive. 5 4s for him, an economy, sorry, a strike rate even, sorry, of 113. Again, not amazingly high, but I understand that. But at the end of the day, he was the anchor, whilst Mohammad Rizwan just completely charged through 91 not out of 60 balls for him, 5 4s and 3 6s, and a strike rate of 152. And he is becoming a super important cog in this Pakistan machine. Pakistan actually tried to. Luckily, actually, we didn't have to get to that point, but they tried to shore up the batting lineup by bringing in Shajil Khan. So we had Mohammad Rizwan and Shajil Khan open. Babar Azam dropped down to 3, Fakhar Zaman to 4, and so on and so forth. So it ended up meaning that we had, I guess, someone like Fee was still at 7. We had Hassan Ali in there come in as well. So Hassan Ali came in, Safraz came in, and so did Shajil Khan. So yeah, some wholesale changes there. Arshad Iqbal obviously dropped out, as did Asif Ali. And yeah, so I think I can understand why we did that. I guess given what the scenarios being, the circumstances, Danish Aziz also dropped out as well. So yeah, those 3 came in: Safraz, Shajil, and Hassan Ali. And I think Hassan Ali had the biggest impact. Safraz didn't get to bat; he kept okay. Shajil Khan, as I said, pretty disappointing. And I would assume that going forward, considering that he's played a couple of matches now on this tour in the T20s and hasn't really impressed whatsoever, I think he'll probably be in the squad. I can't see him starting. I think we need to stick with Rizwan and Babar Azam and focus on at 3. Focus on went for a first ball duck. Is what it is, man. I mean, I don't need to discuss it too much. It happens. But really, by that point, Pakistan had done the damage, and Babar Azam, and Mohammad Rizwan had put on a 126-run partnership from 15, just under 15 overs, which is really impressive. And that was, I think, the tail of the tape for Pakistan's batting. Anyway, 165 for 3 is where we ended up. Hassan Ali came in but didn't face the ball. Mohammad Rizwan, as I said, very, very impressive. In terms of the bowling, Madhav actually didn't get a bowl, which was quite interesting. I'm surprised they didn't give him a few overs. He's normally pretty effective. But anyway, Musrabani bowled as usual, 4 overs for 35, economy of 8.75. Angarava even 8.5 economy for him. Masakadza 6, so he was really impressive. And Bell 8.25. Everyone bowled 4 apiece, and I've gone through John Dre's figures already. So Zimbabwe had to chase 166, and I was pretty happy to be honest with the Pakistan score. I thought on this track, 140, 150 is pretty much par, and 160 I thought was actually good going. Now we open up with Hasnain and Hassan Ali. I'm still not really sold on Hassan Ali opening up. I do think we need to figure out what to do that because he's normally very expensive, but today he wasn't. He was miserly, and for me, it's between him and Mohammad Rizwan for man of the match. I think it's difficult because you normally always give it to a batsman, but I think Hassani should have got it, and he actually did get the man of the match. But I'll go through the way he bowled in a bit. Before I do, I have to say props to Zimbabwe. They started off pretty well. Madvahir and Mustakanda, they opened up, and a 37 for 1 was on the first wicket fell. Hassan Ali trapping Mustakanda, LBW. They looked like they were going at a very good rate, 7 plus and over. Good start for them. And then Maramani and Madvir put on a fantastic partnership of just 65 runs, even off 9 overs or 8.3 overs, even which was really impressive. I thought from those two, they looked like could potentially take Zimbabwe home. And I was thinking to myself, well, if these two stay in until the end, they might do it. Now, unfortunately, they didn't manage to do it from a Zimbabwe point of view, but I think some very good signs there. I think Madvir has to open up. They toyed with it in the first one, he did pretty well. Second one, he didn't do too well. I think they should stick with him opening up. He looks good. 59 or 47 for him, 7 fours. Pretty Babar Azam, if I'm being honest with you, but actually Babar Azam in full flow. And he's super impressive. I think I mentioned before that Hamid Qadri, the England under-19 player who played last year and then also played for Kent, he said to me that Madvahir was the most impressive player for him in the under-19 World Cup. So he did really well. And 59 and 47 for him. And 109 for 3 is when he fell. And I think Maramani fell just before that. So 2 quick wickets. And really, Zimbabwe collapsed from there on in. Hassan Ali, 4 wickets for him, a 4.5 economy, 18 runs only from his 4 overs. He was super impressive, as I said. Just bowling, really good lines and lengths, getting the ball to swing into the batsman, and also some really good cutters and change of pace. Hassan Ali, really good, 4 overs for 26 runs, 1 wicket, 6.5 economy. And Horace Rolfe was expensive at the start, but he tightened up a little bit towards the end, got 2 wickets in the last over, and a fee's pretty miserly. Taylor, 20 or 22, really struggled. Williams as well. John Dre, unfortunately, and they just, I guess, petered out to 141 for 7, and Pakistan ended up winning by 24 runs, which, is pretty good. Pakistan won the series 2-1. I'm going to do more of a comprehensive, probably, series overview, but I won't do it now. I just want to touch upon this match. But really good from Pakistan. Much better, much improved, and good to see. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. So please continue to do so and continue to support the channel. You're all legends. Thank you very much for doing so. And I'm looking forward to going forward. Thank you very much.